Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And in for venue has been turned white as we are high above snowy GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season, because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Justin Ross, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chiefs need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down. Now it's Burrow. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. On second down, here's Mixon. A nice little juke. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Rolling to his right. That is caught. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. Nixon will try the right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Felix Anudike-Uzomah. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A give to Pacheco off the option. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd down and 8. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Inside handoff to Mixon. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Here we go. Ready?
Again, it's Burrow. Smith catches left side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Mix it up the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon from 8 yards out. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Being chased out left. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Amari Cooper, 75 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And they go play action now. Burrow. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here we go.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on 4th, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit, and as you mentioned, finding the 1st down on a 4th down play.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 10 more there and another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Second and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Short throw to Smith. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Pacheco. And diving to try to get the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy of the marker. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he's playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes, he was maneuvering just to find a way to throw the football. But last season, 4 touchdowns on the ground, a career high, continuing to develop as a runner, and often finding the end zone these days.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. 74 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Moore. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Sky Moore, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Check back 27. Check back 27. Don't get nervous.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. And this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Keeps himself upright.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Check back 27. Check back 27. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Share. 12, 12, 12.
Mixon.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Down to the 42, second down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
Crossing route complete to Ross. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City,
they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0 on the year.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.